Hi guys, today we are down on the floor with this core strengthening mat Pilates workout. So we're going to focus on the entire core, which includes abs, back, glutes, and a bit of shoulders. And we're going to use a small Pilates ball. So if you have that, go ahead, roll out your mat, and let's go. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Sarah. So if you are new here, I do a lot of bar and Pilates style workouts, sometimes with a little bit of cardio, sometimes we do more with slow flow, but today is going to be a very classic Pilates workout. So we're going to be on the mat the entire time, just with our little friend, our Pilates ball, and there's going to be a lot of abs in this. So if you're interested in doing that, we're going to do this. But real quickly, if you are new here, I would love to have you back here again for more. I'm here twice per week, so 2 times per week you can get free workouts that are suitable usually for all levels with modifications given. So if that is something you would like to see more of, please pop down and hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss anything. And with that said, we're gonna get cracking. So naturally, we're going to start from a plank. So we're gonna come into a plank on the elbows here. Push back through the heels. I just want you to alternate tap knee to floor. So right knee tap, push back, left, push back. Hips stay level with the shoulders here. We're pulling up from the navel as tight as we possibly can so we're not dipping out there, and just keep tapping and tapping. So light touch of knee to floor. That's our halfway point. You can always squeeze abs in a little bit tighter, but just to get everything warmed up, love starting from a plank. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay up. We're just gonna hover forward to the tips of the toes, back through the heels, just 10 of these. So forward, back stays flat. So imagine you have a tray of drinks on your back that you can't spill. We're not just dipping the pelvis there as we push forward. So keep that in mind. Stay nice and lifted. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then finally here, double knee taps for 10, push back. So again, light tap. We're not putting weight in the knees. Keep squeezing abs. This definitely works. Lower abs especially. A bit of everything. Here's 3, 2, 1. Knees down, push back to a child's pose. So all around best core worker, planks. It's planks. That's it. That's the good stuff. That really is. Okay, but we get to flip around, come down onto the back, and this is where we're gonna start using that ball. And we're gonna use this ball quite a bit. We're gonna get well acquainted. We're gonna be friends. Kind of frenemies, more like. So head, neck, and shoulders down. Knees are gonna lift into a tabletop position. And then right hand, you're gonna push that ball as hard as you can into your left leg. So it's not just a hold. This is me just holding here. I need to push with my hand, push back equally with the leg. So this is tight. And what that's gonna do is just engage a little bit more of those core muscles. It helps push your back down into the floor. Before we start even doing anything, just doing this, you should feel a shake. This should feel hard to maintain. But find that spot. Now reach left arm up. We're gonna extend. Left arm, right leg, reach. Slowly bring it in. So exhale, reach. Inhale in. Keep pressing as tight as you can on that ball from both directions. This extension is a distraction. The important part is the squeeze of that ball. Keep left foot lifted. Watch that it's not dropping. Pause for a second in that extension. Woo, I haven't done these for a hot minute. I forget how hard they are, but such a good one. And it's nice because the neck gets to be rested. So really on that extension, squeezing the navel down tight. Now you don't know how many we're doing here, but I do. We've got 5 more. So really feel the abs each time. One more. Whoop, and release. Now, before we do the other side, we're gonna do a little ball pass here. So, ball starts between the hands. I want you to crunch up. Put it between the lower legs. We're gonna extend out, hold out, and we're gonna squeeze ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck in, pass back to hands. Arms can reach overhead here. Back to legs. You know what to do here. We squeeze 4, 3, 2, 1. And again. So we reach. You can do this whole thing with head, neck, and shoulders lifted, or you can lower them down as you bring ball overhead. Keep it going. So finding that little diagonal hold, squeezing the navel down tight. That is important. You shouldn't be lifting up here. If you see that like ridge of the navel lifting up, that doming, it's not right. It's not right. A few more here. That's what we're going for, that ball squeeze, just to force that hold for a second. That's it. It's not like, it doesn't do much for the legs, squeezing the ball there from the lower legs. It's purely just to force the hold. Last one here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Release for a second there. We're gonna repeat those two things on the other side. So, knees to tabletop, left hand pushes ball against the right leg. I'm pushing back tight with the right leg, so I already feel this tension here. Right arm up, exhale, extend, inhale, bring it in. Such a good abdominal and core exercise because it really is working those deep abdominal muscles. We could crunch until the cows came home, and I mean, to be fair, I do enjoy crunches. I like them, but this is more effective for working those deep abdominal muscles, which are the foundation of everything, really. So these are more effective. They're a little bit harder. So it should feel hard. If you feel like this is a walk in the park, you are not squeezing that ball tight enough, I guarantee it. So squeeze tighter till it hurts. My abs are definitely feeling it. And it's making me kind of hungry. No, I was already hungry. Here's 4. Hold back, press flat. 2. 1. Bring it in. Okay, we're gonna repeat that ball pass as well. So tuck in, extend, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck, it goes overhead, goes back between the legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. So nice little hollow hold position. That's our halfway point. Ooh, it's getting spicy. Keep squeezing tight though. You can always slow it down if you need to. Slowing it down makes abs work a little harder. So that's why I always say, never speed through abs. I mean, you don't want to speed through any strength exercises, but especially abs, because they will not even have time to think about what they need to do if you're going too fast. One more here. And now I want you to lift the legs all the way up here. You can put a little bit of bend in the knees. We're just gonna twist that ball side to side with the legs up. Woo, getting into the obliques. Press navel down tight. A little twist. You're just spinning that ball between the legs. Twist. Head, neck, and shoulders can be rested. I look like I'm stargazing right now or something. I wish looking up at apartment ceiling instead. Not quite the same. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. And release for a second here. So just gonna grab that ball. Woo, you can just drop the knees side to side for a few seconds, a little bit of recovery. Oh, my abs, they are feeling pretty spicy right now. Hug the knees in. All right, we're back. We're back with our friend, this ball, our frenemy. So we are going to do a straight leg, kind of scissor, with a ball pass. And there's gonna be a little surprise in that ball pass. So bring legs all the way up. We'll start here with the ball in the right hand, drop right leg, we pass. We pass, we pass, we pass for 4, 3, okay if you end up with a little bend in the knees, 2, 1. Now I switch, pass 1, pass 2, switch, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, we're just forcing that hold, 1, 2, 4 more times, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, last one here, 1, 2. Can we go up to 4 for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, again, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the big one. We're going for 8, just once on each side. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't go too fast. And again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in, head down. So again, ball on its own didn't really do anything. It was more of a time keeper so that we were forced to hold in that L. It was a distraction techniques. All right, go ahead and rock up to seated here. We're still using the ball. Still happening. Not much is changing. But we're gonna come to hands and knees. And the trick here is that left hand is not coming to the floor. It's coming on top of that ball, which is just gonna give a little bit of a wiggle here, which means, hey, guess what? Core now has to squeeze tighter. We gotta have a little bit more engagement there so that we're not falling over or losing that ball. But hands and knees here, shoulders stacked over the wrist. I want you to extend the right leg out long, toes pointed, hips level. Inhale. On the exhale, we lift and lower. Lift and lower. And it's just gonna be a tiny bit of instability. It's not too bad at all. Keep the back flat through these. So we're squeezing glutes, we're squeezing lower abs, shoulders are engaged as well. It's everything. Whole core is invited to the party. We're gonna be standing so nice and tall after this. Isn't that all we really want? Keep that leg nice and straight line through the crown of the head as well, and keep just pulling up from the navel, same as if you were in a plank. Here's 4. Last 2, keep this last one lifted, and we're gonna pulse it. So tight squeeze of the butt, pulse, pulse. The whole torso should not be moving with it. Focus on the length in that leg. That will help. Keep squeezing left glute tight. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Release for a second here. I'm gonna have you put that ball off to the side. It's actually gonna make it a little bit harder, not easier. So you could modify this and keep doing it with the ball, but basically that was just our transition up to this hand being lifted entirely. So you're gonna reach, left arm, right leg, nice long line there, fingertips through the tips of the toes. I want you to round, so really tuck in. We're a mountain or a hill here. Extend, now we are a plane, but we're never a valley. That's the important thing. So tuck in, extend. We're just doing 10 of these. Big tuck, squeeze lower abs in tight. So yeah, that ball was just a good bit of prep to bring us to this more unstable state. where we gotta work now a little bit harder. But the ball is a good transition phase. So if it is your goal to get into more of these advanced quadruped exercises, start off with the ball. Good way to get to them without going whole hog all at once. One more here. We're gonna hold on to this last reach and we're gonna pulse. So nice long line. Make sure you're keeping supporting elbow just a little bit soft and not locking it out. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, give the wrists a little shake out. We got a couple more things with this side, and then we're gonna repeat all this on the other side, and then we're just about there. So hands underneath shoulders again here, both hands down, tuck toes underneath. We're gonna do a little lift of the knees here. Couple little pointers. When I say we're doing a lift of the knees, I don't mean hips are bopping up and down like that, because you're not actually gonna feel the abs doing that. What I want you to think of instead is keeping hips where they are. They are gonna go up a little bit, don't worry about it, but think about pushing the hips down so you're resisting, but tucking the knees in so tight that the lower abs are pulling up the knees without the hips moving. We're just gonna do 5 of these because they are difficult. So tuck in, little hover, touch to floor. Tuck in, little hover, touch to floor. So feel the difference in the ab engagement when the hips don't move versus when they're bopping up and down. Here's 2. Now you're gonna hold this last one. Right leg, I want you to touch back, bring it in, touch back. Left knee is close to floor. It's just 10 of these. Shoulders stay over wrists. Oh, she burns. Gets a little bit of that left quad as well. Here's 4, 2, 1, and release. Give that a little shake out. We're gonna do all that series on the opposite side. So ball comes back, right hand now is pressing down into the ball. Both hands underneath the shoulders here. Left leg we extend long, toes pointed. Pull up from the navel, so we never wanna start sinking because it's only gonna get worse. So pull in, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch down. As the toes touch back down, the hips and pelvis don't go with them. That's why we started by doing that big tuck in of the navel, because we don't want to just collapse when the leg comes down. Tight squeeze of the glute, but maintain that length. I think I'm gonna be feeling my abs tomorrow. I hope so. That's the dream, really, isn't it? I don't know. For you guys, maybe not. Maybe you don't like that feeling. I like the feeling that my abs have worked. Next one, we keep it up and we're pulsing here. I would say if I've done like too much lower body and like my lower body is so sore that like standing up, sitting down, all of that becomes a big challenge. It feels actually like I'm walking a lot slower. I don't love that feeling. Like for lower body, I like a little burn, but not so much soreness that I just feel like I can't even do anything. But abs, I like a pretty good bit of soreness. That would be nice. A few more here. Here's 3, 2, 1. Release for a second. Goodbye, ball. Thanks for serving us so well. All right. Lift leg, lift arm, flat back, and we're gonna curl to a little mountain. So knee tucks in, it comes past the elbow actually, and extend. Exhale, curl, inhale, extend. Remember, it's just 10 of these. But really good bit of core stability. So not just your typical ab exercises here. And this is the stuff that really works for me for getting definition. I feel it in more places in the abs. Helps flatten it. All the stuff. One more here, and hold it, and we pulse here. Straight line. Squeeze the navel in even tighter. Remember to breathe, of course. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, we're gonna do it again over here. So hips stay down. Imagine you have just like a big, like one of those like metal plates, like the weights they have at the gym. Imagine you have that really heavy one just here on your lower back, so you can't even really lift there. So we are purely squeezing the knees in. Here we go, just 5 of these. So little squeeze, touch to floor. Squeeze, touch to floor. We hold the next one, left leg, touch back and in. Right knee is just hovering. Keep squeezing abs tight, check in with that right knee, make sure it's not lifting up. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay, give it a shake out. Well, almost done. 2 final exercises. We're gonna flip around, come onto the butt. We're officially done with the ball. We're done with it. You can like toss it, I don't care. If you don't even wanna look at it anymore, get rid of it. Hands are gonna come underneath the shoulders here. Fingertips in whatever direction feels comfortable. For the shoulders, if you guys have done workouts with me before, you know I love this one. You're gonna scoop all the way up to a little tabletop here. So shoulders are stacked over the wrists, knees over ankles, and we're flat here. It's not dangling, that's not a table. We gotta be a flat surface there. We're gonna roll back to the heels. Draw the butt between the arms, keeping it lifted. Exhale, scoop back up. If you can't fully straighten the knees and go back between the arms, just go as far back as you can, but keeping the butt hovering. It's just 10 of these. Really expanding across the chest and shoulders there at the top. So this is gonna complete our little like 360-degree tour of the core. So just bring it on home here. Few more. Really nice chest stretch. All right, next one, you're gonna stay up, and final exercise, it's crab crunch. We're going for 20 of these. So you gotta press up. You're gonna reach across, touch opposite ankle or foot, release, switch sides. So count out your 20. Keep them slow though. Do not rush these. You should be able to pause in each one. So find that stability. If you can't pause in each one and you're rushing through these, core is not fully engaged. So keep them as slow as you can. That's my halfway point. So if you're on pace with me, don't go faster than me. You shouldn't be ahead of me here. You could be slower, I accept that. You could be equal, but do not go ahead of me. So if you're at my pace, this final 4. Really challenging one. Last one there, and release. Legs that long, just have a little shake out here. Shake out the wrists, roll out the shoulders. So if those crab crunches felt really, really challenging, I encourage you, keep coming back to them. There's such a good like progress check for the core stability. Flip over, come onto hands and knees here. Don't worry, we're just stretching, we're done. Inhale, hollow. Really expanding across the rib cage. Exhale, around the upper back, tuck in, look back toward the legs. Again, inhale, hollow. So definitely a challenging workout, but something to work toward. The only way to work the core is just to work the core, to just buckle down and do it. Last one here. And then just press back to a child's pose. Flat back here. Really melting. just like that. And then walk hands back in toward the knees, lift the chest, sit up nice and tall. That is us done. So awesome work, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this one. I hope that you are feeling it. If you did like it, of course, hit that like button down below so I know that you like seeing this kind of workout. While you're there, pop on into the comments and let me know if there's anything that you would like to see more of. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We're here twice per week. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.